Failure is the pillar of success. Is that true? What do you think? In my opinion, learning from failure and trying to improve is the pillar of success. You may not agree with me. I am trying to be reasonable by telling some stories. Please listen comfortably. Failure in the journey to success is often considered an obstacle, such a shock that can prevent the person from reaching his goal. However, a change in outlook suggests that failure is not the opposite of success. Rather, it has an essential component, taking failure as a catalyst for learning, growth, and stability. Person can turn failure into opportunity. Failure can take steps towards fulfilling your aspirations. In this article, we have highlighted the idea that failure is not a pillar of success. Rather, learning from failures and striving to correct mistakes serves as the true pillars of success. Understanding failure as a catalyst for growth. Redefining failure. Failure is not a fixed endpoint, rather a temporary journey on the path of success. These valuable lessons for self-reflection and improvement provides understanding and opportunity. Story title: The Road to Success. Redefining failure as a temporary case. In the once crowded city of Britain, there lived a young aspiring artist named Lily. As a child, Lily's interest in painting and creating art knew no bounds. With dreams as vivid as your palette, he embarked on a journey to further his passion and make a name for himself in the world of art. As Lily embarks on her artistic journey, along the way, he faced many challenges and setbacks. In spite of pouring his heart and soul into his creation, not all the paintings received that much appreciation, which they had hoped for. Rejections from the gallery, slight reactions from critics, and often frustrates Lily in her artistic career, and questioned his talent and value as an artist. One day, after particularly discouraging his latest artwork, Lily found herself near a crossroads. Frustration and self-doubt had spoiled his artistic outlook and threatened to undermine his creative spirit. It was at this crucial moment that Lily's perspective on failure began to change. Rather than seeing failure as a certain endpoint or sign of inadequacy, Lily began to see this as a temporary trip down the road to success. He felt that every blow, every rejection, and every failed picture had valuable learning, intelligence, and opportunities for self-reflection and improvement. With new resolutions and new perspectives, Lily decides to reschedule her relationship with failure. He learned every rejection as an artist. He started taking it as an opportunity to move forward and grow. Instead of seeing failure as a hindrance, he encouraged them to respect their art, and his artistic vision is being seen as a step towards realizing it. Lily engaged herself in self-judgment, analyzed his artistic process, experimented with new technology, and pushed the boundaries of his creativity. He sought feedback from fellow artists, mentors, and art lovers. He turned criticism into constructive guidance for reform, while Lily depicts the depths of her imagination. Continuing to create and explore, he discovered stability and a new sense of purpose. Every failed picture became proof of his development, a symbol of his devotion and his unwavering interest in art. Months turned out to be years, and Lily's dedication and endurance paid off. His artwork resonated with the audience. It received appreciation for its depth, beauty, and emotional experience. Once the galleries rejected him and now demanded to demonstrate his work, critics praised his unique artistic voice, and art lovers struggled to keep one of his works. Redefining failure as a temporary tour in its artistic journey, not only did Lily find success in the world of art, it also explored a deep sense of self-awareness, growth, and empowerment. His story has inspired aspiring artists and producers to accept failure, to learn from failure, and to search for my own dreams, to know that every trip is a step towards making their full potential available and achieving their artistic vision. Now there's a new story about it. Increased resilience. Coping with failure promotes resilience. ability to overcome disasters. They keep accepting challenges and dealing with adversities. The only request is to subscribe, like, and share. Hope to find your love by subscribing to the channel. Title of the story: The Tolerant Spirit, the story of victory over adversity. In the beautiful village of Evergreen Valley, it's located between the winding hills and the lush green grass, there lived a young woman named Elara. From an early age, Elara had a passionate and adventurous nature, whose dream was as huge as the sky above. His unwavering resolve and boundless curiosity are often let him explore the wonders of the world around him, inspiration to find new adventures and challenges at every moment. As Elara gets older, he faced trials and hardships that tested his resilience and strength. In spite of his many efforts and sincere efforts, there were disasters and disasters on the horizon. A shadow of doubt and uncertainty cast a shadow on his path. Was it a dream that was unrealistic? One goal could not be achieved, or an impossible obstacle? Elara dealt with adversity with courage and unwavering determination. An unfortunate day when the sun sank down the horizon, Elara found herself at an intersection, a project in which he poured his heart and soul, faced with unexpected failures, which disappointed him and questioned his abilities. In that moment of darkness and doubt, Elara recalled the wisdom given by her grandmother, one who has always believed that facing failure promotes stability and patience. Drawing power from Grandma's words, Elara made a conscious decision to deal with failure with unwavering courage and perseverance. Instead of nodding in despair or self-doubt, she accepted adversity as a teacher, a mentor who will guide him towards growth, knowledge, and inner strength. With determination and a sense of new purpose, Elara sets out to recreate her shattered dreams and aspirations. He understood deeply the depth of his soul. Look for the treasures within him or her stillness and firmness. Every disaster, every disappointment, and every obstacle is its resilience. And patience became a step towards increasing patience. Elara explains the challenges and experiments that lie ahead. He discovers the true essence of stability coming back from disaster, ability to adapt to challenges and cope with adversity. He is a catalyst for growth, a springboard for change, and learned to accept failure as a ray of hope, which led him to new horizons and possibilities. He faced trial and hardship. Elara emerged stronger, wiser, and more assertive than ever before. His journey of self-discovery and development inspired those around him, who instilled a glimmer of courage and perseverance in the hearts of all those who came his way. In the end, Elara's story became a testament to an indomitable sense of resilience, reminds one of that power in the face of life's challenges, promotes adaptability and perseverance. The story of his victory over adversity is reflected in the valleys and meadows of the Evergreen Valley, who is a ray of hope and inspiration for all who dared to dream, to persist, and to believe in the power of the human spirit, which is to remove any obstacles that come their way. Now about the next story, accepting the change. Failure prompts individuals to reevaluate their strategies, attitudes, and goals. By doing so, they are encouraged to adapt, renew, and evolve in search of success. Story title: Winds of Change, a Journey of Adaptation and Growth. In the crowded city of Lumos, where the neon lights were dancing to the rhythm of life, there lived a young entrepreneur named Asher. Vast dreams like the city skyline and a vision that had no boundaries. Asher embarked on a journey to revolutionize the world of technology with her innovative ideas and relentless ambitions. When Asher enters the field of entrepreneurship, he is challenged and faced with setbacks that tested the core of his resolve. In spite of their enthusiasm and dedication, many failed ventures and missed opportunities cast a shadow of doubt on his entrepreneurial dreams. In the midst of these experiments, Asher experienced the transformative power of accepting change in the face of failure. A terrible evening when the city was full of life and energy, Escher found himself at a crossroads, a promising project in which he poured his heart and soul. Faced with unexpected failures, this disappointed him and left him unsure of his route. It was in that moment of introspection and reflection that Asher's view of failure began to change. Instead of seeing failure as a hindrance or a sign of defeat, Asher saw it as a catalyst for change, his strategy, a warning for a reassessment of attitudes and goals. Failure prevents them, motivated to ponder over their past decisions and explore new possibilities for renewal and growth. With a new resolve feeling and a sense of adaptability, Asher has one, ready to take change as a guide. He understood that failure was not a dead end but a turning point, learning for success, opportunities to evolve and develop. Asher explains the turbulent waters of the business world. They embraced change with open arms, finding new avenues for exploration, collaboration, and renewal. He reviewed market trends, consumer preferences, and learned to adapt to technological progress forward. He took failure as a step towards progress and change. With each disaster came a new sense of stability and creativity, which inspired Asher to transcend the limits of his imagination and challenge the status quo. Failure became a teacher, a mentor who developed him, directed towards unknown areas of ingenuity and success. As the seasons changed and over time the city of Lumos changed, Asher's entrepreneurial journey reflected the winds of change blowing through her life. He took failure as a catalyst for growth and a beacon of opportunity in the ever-changing landscape of the business world. Customized and renovated. In the end, Asher's story became a testimony to his ability to accept change in the face of failure. Success is reminded that success is not just to avoid failure. Rather, it is about taking it as an opportunity for reinvention, adaptation, and growth. His journey of adaptation and transformation is reflected in the streets of Lumos, which is a ray of inspiration for all who use dreams as a guide to success, dare to renew and accept change. The next story is on this: building resilience, learning decisions from failures, and creates a sense of patience, inhibition towards individuals, and inspires you to continue your efforts despite setbacks. Title of the story: Fire Inside, a story of perseverance and resilience. In Shanti Village, Panna is located between forests and cyclones. There lived a young woman named Maya, with a holy heart like the dew of the morning, and with an ancient oak-like steady soul standing for a long time at the village square. Maya has her inner strength in her, and embarked on a journey to discover the depths of patience. There was a glimpse of Maya's determination from a young age, which set him apart from his peers. Her dream flew into the sky like those Garudas, who wandered around the blue sky above, achieving greatness and bringing about a change in the world, driven by unbridled enthusiasm. So the way to make his dream come true is a challenge, and was full of disasters that tested the roots of his existence. When Maya stepped into the realm of self-discovery and personal growth, faced with failures and obstacles, which threatened to destroy the flames of his aspirations. Let it be a dream, a goal impossible, or an obstacle that seems impossible. With indomitable courage and indomitable patience, Maya faced adversity. An unfortunate evening as the stars shine in the velvet sky, and the moon cast its silver glare upon the Serenity Meadows, Maya found herself at a crossroads, a project in which he poured his heart and soul, faced unexpected failures. His heart was heavy and the soul was exhausted. It was in that moment of darkness and doubt that Maya's resolve came to the extreme test. Instead of nodding in despair or self-doubt, Maya accepted failure as a teacher, a mentor who gave him a deep understanding of his strength and stability. He will guide you. He felt that the resolution was born out of learning from failure, and a sense of sincerity arises, so that in spite of obstacles and disasters, individuals, they are motivated to continue their efforts. With a new sense of purpose and unwavering faith in your abilities, Maya sets out to create perseverance as a guiding force in her journey of self-discovery. He understood that failure was not an obstacle but a relationship, a temporary setback that only boosts his spirits, and this will help him reach greater heights of success. As Maya explains the challenges and experiments that lie ahead, he discovered the true essence of integrity, the ability to rise from the ashes of defeat, to deal with a storm of adversity and stronger than ever, ability to be more intelligent and more tolerant. Every calamity, every obstacle, and every moment of doubt casts doubt on his inner strength. And patience became a step towards increasing patience. The story of Maya's determination, courage in the silent loneliness of Serenity Meadows, and unfolded like a tapestry woven into the thread of unbreakable faith. His journey of patience inspired those around him. A glimmer of stillness and hope reigned in everyone's heart, those who had crossed their own paths. In the end, Maya's story becomes proof of the flame of patience, which was burning brightly within him. Success is not just about achieving the goal. Instead of facing adversity, have faith in yourself and always go crazy. And it's not about ever taking out the fire of resolve. Gives way to greatness. His story is reflected in the mountains and valleys of Serenity Meadows, which is a ray of inspiration for all those who marched on the path of self-discovery and personal growth. He dared to dream, persist, and develop patience as guiding light. The next story is Learning from Failure, the Path to Success. Reflection and analysis. Through experiencing failure, take the time to think about what went wrong, identifying mistakes and identifying the root cause of failure. Analysis is an important step towards education and development. Story title: The Mirror of Development, a Journey of Reflection and Resilience. In the quiet city, in the quiet haven, where the gentle wind carried the cry of ancient wisdom, and the sunlight was dancing through the beetle leaves, there lived a young scholar named Arya. With a mind as vast as the infinite sky above and a heart like the crystal-clear water of a nearby stream, Arya begins her quest for knowledge, growth, and self-discovery. Since childhood, Arya had a lust for learning and a passion to unravel the mysteries of the universe. His dream shone like a distant star in the night sky. He was shown to explore the depth of his intellect and the breadth of his soul. However, the path of knowledge was not without its share of challenges and setbacks, who tested the fabric of his existence. As Arya entered the world of education and intellectual research, he faced failures and disappointments that threatened to obscure the light of his aspirations. This is a research project that fell short of expectations, a thesis that failed to reflect, or a theory that broke into scrutiny. Arya dealt with adversity with a sense of grace and tolerance. An unfortunate evening, when the moon casts its silver glare over the quiet heaven, and the stars tell the secrets of the universe, Arya found herself at a crossroads, a scholarly effort in which he poured his heart and soul. Faced with unexpected failures, his heart was heavy and the soul was exhausted. It was in that moment of introspection and contemplation that Arya's journey took a deep turn. Instead of retreating into despair or self-doubt, Arya accepted failure as the gateway to development, a mirror that explores the truth of his journey and shows lessons waiting to learn. He understood that reflection and analysis were not mere instruments of evaluation. Rather, they were the pillars of change, which makes him understand deeply about his mistakes and guided towards a clear vision of moving forward. With a sense of introspection and a commitment to self-discovery, Arya sets out to explore the depths of her failures with a curious mind and an open heart. He began a journey of reflection and analysis, explore the nuances of what went wrong, identifying the mistake that shocked him, and uncovered the root cause of his failure. As Arya explained the misunderstanding of her thoughts and feelings, he discovers the hidden truth and buried the intelligence that led to development and highlighted his path towards sustainability. Every moment of reflection, every instance of analysis, and the revelation of his every flaw itself, and became a step towards deeper understanding of the world around him. In the piece of Tranquil Haven, Aria's story reflects, unfolded like a tapestry woven from the threads of analysis and consistency. His journey of self-discovery and intellectual development inspired those around him, a flash of excitement, and aroused the lust for wisdom in the hearts of all those who had crossed his path. In the end, Aria's story resonates in the face of failure and became proof of the power of analysis. Success is not just about achieving the goal. Rather, understand yourself, learn from the wrong move, and it is all about accepting disaster as an opportunity for growth and change. His story resonates in the hills and valleys of Tranquil Haven, which is a ray of inspiration for all those who developed on the path of knowledge and self-discovery, dares to find a mirror of reflection and stillness. It's time to hear the next story. Take out the lesson. Failure provides invaluable learning and intelligence, which can provide information about future decisions, actions, and strategies. Individuals can avoid repeating those mistakes by learning from failures. Story title: Harvesting Knowledge, A Journey to Learn from Failure. In the quiet village of Knowledge Park, where ancient trees were telling stories of stillness, and the reflection of forgotten wisdom was seen in the flowing river, there lived a young Sathak named Kira. With an anxious heart and a lust for vast knowledge such as infinite horizons, Kira began the quest for understanding, growth, and self-improvement. Kira had a deep respect for the lessons of life since childhood, and a deep appreciation for the journey of self-discovery. His dream on the banks of the river, they shone like golden nuggets in the soft stream of experience and intelligence, waiting to find and polish. However, the path of knowledge is challenging, and it wasn't without its share of failures, who tested the roots of his existence. As Kira stepped into the field of life education and experience, he faced disasters and missteps. There was a danger of losing the light of his aspirations, whether it was a personal relationship that collapsed, a career opportunity that had slipped out of his fingers, or a decision that caused unexpected consequences. Kira was pleased and had a sense of resilience in the face of adversity. An unfortunate evening as the sun sets below the horizon, and the star painted a picture of light in the dark sky, Kira found herself near a square. A recent setback made him feel dejected and unsure about his way. In that moment of introspection and contemplation, Kira's journey took a transformative turn. Instead of letting failure cast a shadow on his soul or dampen his enthusiasm, Kira took it up as a teacher, a mentor who will guide him towards growth, understanding, and self-improvement. He understood that failure was not just an obstacle but a step towards knowledge, which provided invaluable learning and intelligence, which can shape his future decisions and actions. With a strong mind and an open heart to learn, Kira took a deep look and was ready to learn from his own failures. He became engrossed in the depths of his experience. They are trying to uncover the lack of knowledge hidden in the ruins of despair and failure. While Kira wanders in the sand of her own failures, he explored valuable education and intelligence that led to growth, and highlighted his path towards stability. Every mistake, every wrong step, and every moment of despair became a ray of light, which gives him a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. He gives directions towards. In Peace of Gangrover, the story of Kira's wisdom, it unfolds like a tapestry woven into the thread of intelligence and growth. His journey of self-discovery and personal development inspired those around him. The twinkling of eagerness and the lust for wisdom stirred in the hearts of all, those who had crossed their own paths. In the end, Kira's story became a testament to the power to learn from failure, a reminder that success is not just to avoid mistakes. Rather, learn from them, grow from failures, and create bright ones. More robust is to apply the received knowledge to shape the future. His story is reflected in the hills and valleys of Gangrover, which is a ray of inspiration for all those who have worked towards self-improvement and personal development, wisdom from the seeds of failure in your journey, and dared to find the yield of intelligence. Hopefully you're enjoying. It's time to understand its importance. Seeking feedback. Seeking feedback from consultants, colleagues, or experts after failure. New perspectives in the areas of reform, constructive criticism, and can provide guidance. Story title: Protesting Guidance, Receiving Responses to Development. In the lively community of Harmony Haven, where the voices of life danced in the sky, and the colors of creativity painted the streets, there lived a young artist named Luna, with a soul as colorful as your canvas and a view as huge as the horizon. Luna artistic expression, and embarked on a journey to explore the limitless realm of self-discovery. Luna has the power of reaction from a young age, and it had a deep respect for the transformative intelligence it could offer. His dream flashed like a brushstroke on the canvas, which is shaped by intelligent advice from consultants, colleagues, and experts, and waited for it to be corrected. However, the path of artistic ability is challenging, and it wasn't without its share of failures, which tested the essence of his creative spirit. When Luna entered the world of artistry and self-expression, he faces moments of disaster and self-doubt, which raised the risk of reducing the glow of his eyesight. Let it be a painting that fell short of his expectations, a trick that escaped from his clutches, or a creative block that hindered his motivation. Luna dealt with adversity with a sense of kindness and tolerance. An unfortunate evening as the sun sets down the horizon, and the star painted a picture of light in the dark sky, Luna found herself near a square. A recent artistic effort did not yield the desired results, which makes him frustrated with his artistic path, and felt the uncertainty. It was in that moment of introspection and reflection that Luna's journey took a transformative turn. Let the self-doubt circle your creative outlook, or, instead of letting his passions suppress, Luna as a path to improvement, knowledge, and artistic revision, accepted the power of taking feedback. He understood that the reaction was not just a criticism, rather a gift, which was the new perspective in the field of improvement after failure. He provided constructive criticism and guidance. With an open heart and an acceptable mind to knowledge, Luna consulted counselors with a sense of humility and eagerness, ready to take feedback from colleagues and experts. He engaged in conversations that provided new knowledge, listened to the perspectives that challenged their ideas, and creative as an instrument of artistic development. Criticism was welcomed. While Luna accepts the protest of guidance around her, he has the knowledge and motivation that leads to growth and artistic skills, discovered a wealth of illuminating his path. Every moment of sermon and every moment of reflection is a deep understanding of his art, and became a step towards a clear vision of his artistic journey. Luna's story responds to the creative power of Harmony Haven. It has unfolded like a symphony woven by the thread of intelligence and growth. His journey of self-discovery and artistic revision, inspiring those around him, a mark of creativity in those who cross their paths. The greed for knowledge aroused in the hearts of all the people. Luna's story eventually became evidence of the power to take opinions for evolution. Success is a reminder that success is not just for individual talents. Instead of learning from others, growing up from failure and shining, what is more encouraging is to apply the received knowledge to the formation of the future. Her story echoes in the streets and galleries of Harmony Haven, which is a ray of inspiration for all who took the lead in the direction of artistic excellence and self-discovery. Dare to find a transformative reflection of guidance in your journey. Now, the story will explain to us about it. Customization and adjustments. Being open to change from failure to learning. Being prepared to adopt strategies. and feedback derived from the experience of failure, and making adjustments on the basis of understanding. Story title: The Dance of Adaptation, Embracing Change for Growth. In the fascinating village of Evergreen Glen, where ancient trees used to tell stories of stillness, and the gentle brook raised the protest of change, there lived a young dancer named Alara, feeling as beautiful as a wave stalk, and with a lively zeal like a wild flower blooming. Alara stirred through the dance, exploring the limitless fields of expression and self-discovery. He started the journey. From a young age, Alara has learned the power of adaptation and its presence. There has been a deep appreciation for the transformative capabilities. The sun dreams of being a filter inside the roof. They shone like light, shaped by the fluidity of change and knowledge of experience, and waited for it to be corrected. However, the path of artistic ability is challenging, and it wasn't without its share of failures, which tested the essence of his creative spirit. As Alara entered the world of dance and self-expression, he faces moments of disaster and self-doubt. This raised the risk of undermining the talent of his performance. Let it be a routine affair that lacked skill, a move that survived his grace, or performances that fell short of his expectations. Alara coped with adversity with a sense of grace and tolerance. A terrible evening when the moon sets at Evergreen Glen. Her silver shone and the stars danced in the night sky. Alara found herself at an intersection. A recent dance performance did not go down well with the audience, which makes him frustrated with his artistic path, and felt the uncertainty, this introspection. And it was at that anxious moment that the journey of Alara took a transformative turn. Suppress your own creative outlook with self-doubt, or, instead of letting your enthusiasm get hampered, Alara as a path to growth, renewal, and artistic reform. He accepted the power of adaptation. He understood that being open to change until he learned from failure, willing to adopt strategy, and feedback derived from the experience of failure, and making adjustments on the basis of understanding. Acceptable for an open mind and change of heart, Alara with a sense of kindness and flexibility, ready to accept change. He adapted his dance routine, and to adjust to discover new movements, revise your skills and creativity, and with a new sense of expression, tried to influence your performance. As Alara changes the structure of her artwork and the woven thread of customization, he discovered a new sense of fluidity and grace that led to the rise, and highlighted his path towards artistic skills. Every adjustment, every customization, and every moment of creative exploration gives a deeper understanding of his art, and became a step towards a clear vision of his artistic journey. In the artistic powers of Evergreen Glen, Alara's story is transformed. It unfolded like a dance woven into the threads of renewal and growth. His journey of self-discovery and artistic revision inspired those around him, a mark of creativity, and aroused in everyone's heart the greed for expression. Those who had crossed their own paths. Finally, Alara's story adapts to development and became a proof of the power of adjustment, a reminder that success is not only for fulfillment but also for growth. It is about creativity and the desire to accept change as a catalyst for change. His story resonates through the glens and meadows of Evergreen Glen, which is a symbol of inspiration for all, those who excelled in artistic excellence and self-discovery, and dared to accept the dance of adaptation in his journey. We can't let go of the next story, which is on efforts to improve and succeed. Goal setting. After learning from failure, it is essential to refocus on effort, maintain motivation, and set clear, realistic, and actionable goals to work towards success. Story title: The Path to Success, Setting Goals After Learning from Failure. In the quiet village of Saren Springs, where the waters recounted ancient mysteries and the grasslands blooming with wild flowers, lived a young dreamer named Mia. With a heart like a flowing river and a spirit as bright as the morning sun, Mia embarked on a journey of self-discovery and growth driven by lessons learned from failure. Since childhood, Mia had dreamed extensively in the form of the sky above, excited by her passion for research and her lust for achievements. However, the way to realize his aspirations was not without his challenges and failures that tested his resolve and determination. From the trials and hardships she faced, Mia learned the invaluable lessons that were of failure. One fateful evening, with the sun setting down the horizon and the moon shining a silvery glow over Serene Springs, Mia found herself at an intersection. A recent setback had left him feeling let down and unsure about his next move. That moment of reflection and introspection, Mia realized the importance of setting clear, realistic, and actionable goals after learning from failure. Instead of letting disappointment affect her gaze or reducing her enthusiasm, Mia embraced the power of goal setting as a tool to refocus her efforts, maintain motivation, and work towards success. He understood that setting goals was not only about setting his aspirations, but also about preparing a roadmap that would guide him towards his dream with purpose and determination. With a new sense of purpose and commitment to growth, Mia set out to define clear, realistic, and operational goals that would lead her to success. He laid out a vision for his future, dividing it into achievable milestones and key objectives that would act as a stepping stone towards his ultimate aspirations. When Mia respected her goals and revised her plan of action, she found a new sense of clarity and direction that reinforced her emotions and fostered her ambitions. Every goal he set, every step he took, and every milestone he achieved proved to be a testament to his resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to success. In the serene beauty of Serene Springs, Mia's story unfolded like a tapestry woven into the threads of determination, growth, and perseverance. His journey of self-discovery and goal-setting inspired those around him and instilled a lust for inspiration and success in the hearts of all those who crossed his path. In the end, Mia's story became evidence of goal-setting power after learning from failure, giving a reminder that success is not just about dreams, but about making aspirations a reality through an important effort, clear direction, and unwavering dedication. His story resonates in the grasslands and forests of Serene Springs, a symbol of inspiration for all who dared to set clear, realistic, and actionable goals toward fulfillment and success. We're going to find out. Growth mindset development. The growth mindset plays a key role in developing, learning, growing, and believing in the ability to improve, overcome failures, and achieve success. Story title: The Seeds of Development, Nurturing the Mentality of Possibility. In the lush green valley of Blossom Grover, where the petals of the wind danced and the trees were telling stories of change, lived a young Sathak named Eliana. With a living heart like a flower decorated on the surface and a sense of stability like the core of the earth, Eliana embarked on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth driven by the transformative forces of the growth mindset. From a young age, Eliana was deeply appreciative of the skills within every challenge and disaster, which gave her confidence in her innate ability to learn, grow, and improve. However, the path to adopt the growth mindset was not without his trials and tribulations, which tested his faith in his ability to overcome failures and achieve success. When Eliana deeply understood the depths of self-discovery and personal growth, she faced moments of catastrophe and self-doubt that threatened to dim the light of her aspirations. Whether it was the obstacle that seemed impossible, a shock that shook her confidence, or the failure that cast a shadow of doubt in her way, Eliana faced adversity with a sense of grace and stability. One fateful evening, when the moon dropped its silvery glow over the flowering trees and the stars shone like guiding light in the night sky, Eliana found herself at an intersection. A recent challenge made her feel hopeless and uncertain about her journey towards growth and self-improvement. It was at that moment of thought and introspection that Eliana realized the transformative power of creating a mindset of growth in the face of failure. Instead of interrupting self-doubt in her vision or hindering her progress, Eliana took the power of the growth mentality as a beacon of hope, which guided her toward a deeper understanding of her own ability to learn, grow, and improve. He understood that developing a growth mindset is not just to overcome the catastrophe, but to embrace the belief in the ability to move forward in the face of adversity. With a renewed sense of determination and a commitment to self-confidence, Eliana set out to nurture a mindset of possibility and possibility, while weaving threads of consistency, eagerness, and patience into the pattern of her journey. He took challenges as opportunities for growth, took disasters as stones to success, and accepted failure as lessons that would guide him towards personal change and success. While Eliana enhanced her growth mindset and nurtured the seeds of possibilities within her, she discovered a new sense of optimism and resilience that highlighted her path towards self-discovery and personal growth. Every adversity, every challenge, and every moment of doubt proved his unwavering faith in the power of the growth mindset to overcome the disaster and achieve success. In the radiant beauty of Blossom Grove, Eliana's story unfolded like a tapestry woven into the threads of stability, trust, and growth. His journey of self-discovery and personal growth inspired those around him, which ignited a glimmer of hope and greed for growth in the hearts of all those who had crossed his path. In the end, Eliana's story became evidence of the transformative power of developing a growth mindset, reminding that success is not just success, but embracing trust in her ability to learn, grow, and improve in the face of failure. His story resonates in the grasses and trees of Blossom Grove, a symbol of inspiration for those who dared to nurture the seeds of development within themselves and embark on a transformative journey towards self-discovery and personal fulfillment. We are now approaching the end. Taking action. Trying to correct mistakes and move forward include deliberately taking action, implementing new strategies, and applying the lessons learned from failures. Story title: The Courage to Act. Moving from Failure with Purpose. In the quiet village of Tranquil Waters, where the soft waves of the lake reflected the sky above and the ancient billows were telling stories of stillness, there lived a young adventurer named Soren. With an eagle-like bold attitude decorated on the horizon and the mountain-like heart that surrounds the village, Soren embarked on a journey of self-discovery and growth driven by the forces of change to take action in the face of failure. From a young age, Soren accepted the belief that failure was not an obstacle but an opportunity for growth and learning. Their dreams flew high like moths caught in a storm of wind, which inspired them to explore new horizons and overcome obstacles with courage and determination. However, the way forward and correcting the mistake was not without a test of Soren's determination and consistency. While Soren deeply understood the depths of self-discovery and personal growth, he encountered moments of failure and self-doubt that shook his confidence and dampened his spirits. Whether it was a misstep that led to disappointment, a decision that paid off, or a setback that cast a shadow on his way, Soren faced adversity with a sense of pity and stability. One fateful evening, the moon cast its silvery glow in the calm waters and the stars shone like a light of guidance in the night sky. Soren found himself at an intersection. A recent mistake made her feel hopeless and unsure about her journey towards growth and self-improvement. It was at that moment of thought and introspection that Soren realized the transformative power of deliberately taking action in the face of failure. Instead of letting self-doubt feed him or hindering his progress, Soren took the courage to act as a catalyst for change, implement new strategies, apply the lessons learned from failure, and guide him toward moving forward with purpose and determination. He understood that taking action is not only about correcting mistakes, but also about gaining opportunities for growth, learning, and personal change. With a spirit of new purpose and commitment to growth, Soren decided to implement new strategies, apply the lessons learned from failures, and move forward with resilience and determination. He took challenges as a stone towards success, failure as an opportunity for growth, and disaster as a lesson guiding personal growth and success. When Soren deliberately stepped in and applied the lessons he had learned from failure, he discovered a new sense of empowerment and resilience that highlighted his path towards self-discovery and growth. Every step he took, every strategy he implemented, and every lesson he implemented was a testimony to his courage, determination, and unwavering commitment to move forward with purpose and flexibility. Soren's story unfolded like a river flowing towards the sea in the serene beauty of the calm waters, moving towards new horizons of possibility and growth with purpose and stability. His journey of self-discovery and personal growth inspired those around him, instilling courage and thirst for action in the hearts of all those who crossed his path. Soren's story eventually became evidence of the transformative power of taking action in the face of failure, reminding that success was not only to overcome mistakes, but to gain opportunities for growth, learning, and personal growth through purposeful action and unbreakable determination. His story is reflected in the waters and billows of calm water, a ray of inspiration for all those who dare to move forward with purpose and courage in the journey towards self-discovery and stability. Another step towards our end of session. Celebrating progress. Acknowledging the milestones achieved on the path of progress, small victories and successes reinforce motivation, boost confidence, and keep pace going. Story title: Embracing Victory, Celebrating Progress in the Journey to Success. In the beautiful village of Harmony Hills, where nature's Sir had soothed the soul and the color of the sunrise painted the sky with the colors of possibility, lived a young man named Luna. With a strong oak-like living heart like a powerful oak standing at the village square, Luna embarks on a journey of self-discovery and growth driven by the transformative power of celebrating progress on the path of success. From a young age, Luna deeply appreciated the importance of conceding victory no matter how small she was and was delighted at the milestones achieved along the way. His dreams sparkled like stars in the night sky, leading him toward new horizons of possibility and fulfillment. However, the road to success was not without its challenges and setbacks that tested Luna's determination. As Luna enters the realm of self-discovery and personal growth, she encounters moments of inhibition and self-doubt that threaten to blur the light of her aspirations. Whether it was a shock that shook her confidence, an out-of-reach goal, or a challenge posed on the horizon, Luna faced adversity with a sense of kindness and resilience. Luna found herself at a crossroads as the sun sank down the horizon on a fateful evening and the moon dropped her silver glare over Harmony Hills. A recent achievement made him proud and inspired, yet he also realized the importance of celebrating progress, acknowledging small victories and rejoicing in the milestones he achieved in the journey of success. Instead of casting self-doubt in her own eyes or lowering her spirit, Luna embraced the power to celebrate progress as a source of inspiration, confidence, and momentum. He understood that recognizing victory, no matter how small, is not only about acknowledging success, but also about strengthening motivation, building confidence, and maintaining momentum on the path of success. With a new sense of purpose and commitment to growth, Luna set out to celebrate progress, accept small victories, and acknowledge the milestones achieved in her journey. He rejoiced in success no matter how modest he was and took pleasure in the journey of his dreams, knowing that every step taken, the achievement of every goal, and every obstacle was a testimony to his resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to success. When Luna embraced the power to celebrate progress and rejoice in her victories, she discovered a new sense of fulfillment and empowerment that illuminated her path towards self-discovery and personal growth. Every milestone was acknowledged, every victory was celebrated, and every moment of progress became a beacon of light, leading him towards new heights of success and fulfillment. Luna's story unfolded like a celebration and a symphony of growth in the harmonious beauty of Harmony Hills, reverberated with voices of patience, joy, and success. His journey of self-discovery and personal growth inspired those around him and instilled a craving for inspiration and progress in the hearts of all those who crossed his path. In the end, Luna's story became a testament to the transformative power of celebrating progress in the journey to success, reminding that success was not only to reach a destination, but to find joy in the milestones achieved, to accept victories along the way, and to keep pace through the forces of recognition and celebration. His story resonates in the hills and valleys of Harmony Hills, a symbol of inspiration for those who dared to embrace the journey of success with a sense of gratitude, joy, and celebration. Is it fine if we end up with a story? In the end, failure is not a pillar of success, but learning from failure, accepting growth, and striving to correct mistakes is what serves as the real pillar of success. By reconstructing failure as an opportunity for learning, stability, and improvement, individuals can interpret failure with grace, confidence, and determination. Taking failure as a step to success enables individuals to move forward, overcome challenges, and be equipped with the learnings, intelligence, and resilience derived from a journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery. Story title: Pillars of Success, Accepting Failure as a Path to Development. In the quiet village of Knowledge Age, where ancient trees listened to stories of stability and reflection of change in soft streams, lived a young visionary named Arya. With a strong heart like a mountain nurturing the village and equipping stars in the night sky, Arya embarked on a journey of self-discovery and growth, guided by the deep knowledge that failure is not a pillar of success, but the ability to learn from it, grow, and develop serves as the true foundation of victory. From a young age, Arya was deeply appreciative of the transformative power of learning, resilience, and restructuring failure as opportunities for improvement. His dreams sparkled like light in the dark, leading him towards new horizons of possibility and fulfillment. However, the path to success was not without its twists and turns, challenges and setbacks that tested Arya's subtlety and determination. As Arya entered the realm of self-discovery and personal growth, she encountered moments of inhibition and self-doubt that threatened to obscure the light of her aspirations. Whether it was a setback that seemed impossible, a mistake that shook her confidence, or a challenge that arose on the horizon, Arya faced adversity with a sense of grace and stability. One fateful evening, when the moon had cast its silver shining on the edge of wisdom and the stars shone like guiding light in the night sky, Arya found herself at an intersection. A recent failure made her feel hopeless and uncertain about her journey towards growth and self-improvement. In that moment of thought and introspection, Arya realized the deep truth that failure, when taken as a step towards success, empowers individuals to move forward, overcome challenges, and make available to their full potential. Instead of covering up self-doubt or suppressing his soul, Arya accepted the power of education, growth, and stability as the true pillars of success. He understood that interpreting disasters with compassion, confidence, and determination is not only about overcoming obstacles, but also about gaining opportunities for growth, learning, and personal growth. With a new sense of purpose and a commitment to self-discovery, Arya sets out to rediscover failure as an opportunity for learning, stability, and improvement. He took adversity as an opportunity to step towards success, to take mistakes as lessons to learn, and to take challenges as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. When Arya embarked on a journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery, she discovered a new sense of empowerment and resilience that highlighted her path to success. The fact that he interpreted every blow, corrected every mistake he made, and every challenge he overcame became a testament to his unwavering commitment to personal growth and success. Arya's story unfolded like a tapestry woven into the threads of triumph, stability, and growth in the intelligent beauty of the Enlightenment era. His journey of self-discovery and personal development inspired those around him, instilling a craving for inspiration and learning in the hearts of all those who had crossed his path. In the end, Arya's story became evidence of the transformative power of accepting failure as a step to success, reminding that victory is not only about reaching the destination, but about embarking on a journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery with grace, determination, and stability. His story is a symbol of inspiration for all those who dare to accept failure as an opportunity for growth, move forward with determination, and realize their full potential on the path of success and self-discovery. Thank you. The only request is to subscribe, like, and share. Hope I get your love by subscribing my channel.